everyone. This week's Dollhouse Diary is a little bit different. For one thing, it's late. And the main reason that it's late is that I spent 3 days last week in bed with a fever, some sort of fever, nausea, fatigue, achiness bug thing. And nothing too serious, but enough to keep me off my feet for 3 days. And I'm just glad that we had the bug go through our house and get over with before the holidays for Thanksgiving. But unfortunately, the 3 days that I was in bed were the 3 days when I probably would have had a few hours each day, at least a couple hours each day to spend doing things with the dollhouse and the miniatures. So basically I have nothing to report for last week. And since I am not, have not been in bed and have started feeling better, I've been frantically cleaning my house, because, I don't know, when you're the main person who manages your house and you spend 3 days in bed, it's like you wake up and it's like it hasn't been cleaned in a month. So I'm cleaning, and it's just chaos here. So please excuse the way I look. I'm probably grubby and gross. I don't normally do the weekly cleaning myself. I do the daily cleaning myself, and then I have someone who comes in every 2 weeks, which is really a luxury that we should not be paying for. My problem is when I do weekly cleaning, I can't limit myself, and I start doing things like washing woodwork and cleaning out windowsills and emptying drawers, and like I just get sort of obsessive about it, and then it becomes this major, whole house overhaul project that takes 2 days. And I don't know, I just have not been able to train myself out of that. I can do daily tasks. I've got that, down to a pretty good routine and a pretty good habit, but that weekly thing, I can't control myself on that. I'm a little too obsessive about it, so I farm that out and try not to look in between the every other week cleaning at what things are looking like. Anyway, yeah, so I'm grubby today. Grubby, sweaty, and glad to be feeling better and glad to be getting some things cleaned up, but sorry about the way I look. So what I do want to do today, so that I have something to post a day late, is show you some of the things that I just got in. Okay, so I mentioned, I think, that I was trying to make some changes to my Etsy shop photo setup. And so I've ordered some wallpaper, which has not come in. And then I ordered this 3D printed window. I thought this might look a little different. I can't remember. I think I ordered a tan or something. It has kind of a pinkish hue. I'm going to try it the way it is. I'm going to print out something to put in here and then stick this onto the wallpaper, onto the boards of the box that I do my photography in. But try to have some scene in the window or something like that. And I may end up painting this. I want to see how it looks with the wallpaper and how it looks in photographs. It doesn't really read that pink on this camera, I think. I'll have to see what it looks like when I actually post the video. So it may or may not get painted. And then this is from Valkyrie. I'll put that up. An Etsy shop. And then this lovely set. I'm not going to take all these things out of the box yet because I just want to keep them out of their packaging yet because I just want to keep them safe. Let's see if I need to move you. So this is from Barbara O'Brien Miniatures, and there it is, Barbara O'Brien Miniatures, and I bought it through Miniature Crush, which I think most people have heard of. Miniature Crush is just a huge collection of wonderful miniatures and really great customer service, really nice company to work with. This is retail, not wholesale. And I do occasionally buy some retail things because, you know, if I'm buying a small number of things or, you know, spending a limited amount of money, it doesn't really make sense for me to put in a wholesale order, which often has to be a minimum amount to be effective. And then, you know, then I have to buy things that I don't need or want in order to just, you know, get some of my things at wholesale. So it's fine with me to spend some money on retail things. And besides which, I like to, you know, like to support artists whose work is nice. So this will go on the window. And right now when I'm looking at this, I'm going, oh yeah, that window has to be painted. So I think that it's probably going to want to be kind of a creamy white color, or maybe a gray or something. I don't really know. I'll have to try out some things. Okay. And then I also ordered this, and I will look up who I got it from and post that name. And this, I always feel like it's a bit of a gamble to buy plants and flowers and trees and things when you can't see them in person, but I'm really happy with this one. I'm pretty sure I've seen this kind of tiny bud spray thing at Michael's or something like that. But it's in a nice pot with some dirt, and I think it looks very effective. So I think I'm going to put that kind of in the background of my photo setup, and I think it will look fine. I also got in the kit for the chair. Here's what the chair is supposed to look like when it's done. Very craftsman, mission style, rather. And I think it'll look just right for the housekeeper's room. So probably, I have a feeling I won't get to this till after Christmas, but I'm hoping. This came from I'm not sure if I'm probably going to butcher this, but Arjen Spinhoven Miniaturin. And he had lots of really lovely kits. And this is located in, I don't remember where this came from. Let's see on here. This was also an Etsy shop. Oh, it came from the Netherlands. So I'm looking forward to doing that eventually. And then, along with my other miniature crush items, I ordered this, and I don't know, I don't dare take this out of the package because I feel it's really fragile, but what these is little corner details to put under the stair treads. So I'm going to put those on the first floor stairs, the stairs from the first floor to the second floor. I think that will look really good. This is interesting. I say first floor to second floor because I'm in the US, but apparently if you're in the UK, the first floor is not the one you walk into from outdoors, it's the one above it, what we would call the second floor. And I don't know what they actually call the first floor, the ground floor or the entry floor. Somebody from the UK tell me what they call the floor that's on the bottom of a building. This I also got from Miniature Crushed because I am working on collecting a few things for the bathroom. Now, this is that sort of shiny gold that I don't love, but I will paint this or age it or something a little bit. I got these, didn't need 2 toilet paper rolls for the bathroom, obviously, but I did want 2 towel rolls, and this was not a terribly expensive, 2 towel rods. So I have a spare toilet roll. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, yes. Lovely set of books here, nicely packaged in a little plastic box, which is taped shut, so I can't get it. Yeah, it's taped shut, so I can't get it open right now. But I did want to put a book on the desk in the housekeeper's room. And I don't know if I'm going to put one of those, or I also got these in my last order from Aztec. These are just plain sort of leather, quote unquote, little notebook type things. I thought maybe one or two of those on the housekeeper's desk might look good. And then I got some Christmas ornaments. I don't know, I have a Christmas tree, I wouldn't call it a kit, but I bought supplies at the last Chicago show to make and decorate a Christmas tree, but I do need some more ornaments, so that's what those are right there. I have a feeling I'm not going to get to that this year, but I'm a long way from doing the room that I would put the tree in anyway, so that's okay. And then the other thing in this package is a little two-sided photo frame on a hinge. I'm going to print out some little photos to put in that and put that in the housekeeper's room. And I thought that was cute. I'd like to put that on the front door. And I may change it to black depending on what colors I do on the front door, but even though this is shiny gold, it's not bothering me as much. Maybe just because it's so tiny. I don't know. And let's see, what else do we have? I thought these were quite lovely. Again, hit or miss when you order flowers and plants and things like that, at least in my experience, but these were quite nice. And what I got for them, which may end up in the housekeeper's room. Where did it go? And you can see that in there, little glass vase. So I'd have to shorten the stems on these a little bit, but I think they will fit in there. And I may put those in the housekeeper's room. I'd like to have little flowers all over the house. I think that would be nice. I got this little mirror, which I don't know if that'll go in the housekeeper's room or not. Might. But I do think I'm going to put the alarm clock. She would certainly have an alarm clock because she probably has to get up before everybody else. And I thought that was pretty cute, so I'll put that in her room. And then when I did do my Aztec order, and that's the wholesaler, to get a few more things to list in my shop, I bought this Kreisenbahn kit. And the Kreisenbahn kit does this Victorian dresser set. So that may end up, once I get it put together, I'll paint it, and that may end up in the housekeeper's room. These kits don't come with painting suggestions, but I have found there are lots and lots of images online about how other people have painted them, so I think if I do a little snooping around on the internet, I'll find some tips and pointers and color suggestions and things like that. Little notebooks that I already mentioned, and then this, one more thing. Two more things from Miniature Crush. I ordered this pair of frames, which I think would be a good size to do bathroom mirrors. And I did make the frame for the housekeeper's room, and it came out a little wonky. I have such a hard time with the mitered corners, getting them precise enough for my satisfaction. Now, in the room, because of the angle you're looking in, you can't tell that it's wonky. It looks absolutely fine. But I thought I would save myself a little work on the frames and just order these. So I'll frame and put mirrors in them. This I think I will have to open so you can see it. This was kind of cute. A little metallic silver purse. And this I thought might go either in the lady of the house in her bedroom, or possibly in I think maybe in the oldest daughter, planning on having a teenage girls room. Seems like something she might have. So, okay, and then one last thing. So you may remember in an earlier video, I complained a little bit about these pencils being the equivalent of about a 10-inch pencil in real life. But I ordered some more pencils anyway from Aztec when I did my inventory order, and the new pencils came in. And I'm pretty sure these are the same company, and they're packed two in a package, just like before. But these are tiny, and when I put them on my 12 scale ruler, they equal about 6.5, almost, not quite, about 6.5 inches in real life, which is very appropriate. So when I have a moment, I will take the two big ones off and put the little ones on. I don't know why all of a sudden they got the scale right on them when they couldn't before, or what happened with that. And I will keep these bigger ones because I do have a 1/6 scale dollhouse that I want to clean up eventually and restore. It's been pretty badly abused. And these in that dollhouse would equal pencils that are maybe about 5 inches, but my thinking was that I would sort of scrape up the eraser or something and maybe nick the sides a little bit. Probably would have to even paint them because I'm thinking that might end up being like a Regency era dollhouse. I'm not sure. Regency or Colonial. And I think the pencils might not have been that shiny yellow at that point in time, so I would have to do some other color on the pencils, but these would work in that dollhouse as pencils, you know, measuring about 5 inches, so pencils that had been used for a little while. But, you know, your pencils do get shorter when you use them. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I have to show you for today. I apologize for this being late, and I hope you all have a really lovely Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and a lovely rest of your week if you're elsewhere. And I will try to be back next week. My daughter is coming in on Wednesday, late Wednesday night, and staying through Sunday, and she will be sleeping in my office, so because this used to be her bedroom and it's the only guest bed we have. So I'm not sure if I will be able to get to a video on Sunday, and I would not be able to do a late one on Monday because that is a work day for me. I happen to have this whole week off because I'm my own boss and I gave myself the whole week off. So yeah, so fair warning, there may not be a Dollhouse Diary next week. I'm sure I'm going to get no Dollhouse Diary things done this week anyway, to speak of, so let's just plan on the next one being 2 weeks out. So again, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Take care. Bye.